This is Crime City, my ass, Mafia Graves. Riot might have taken his cigar away, but his giga-satisfying shotgun sound is still here. That's why I will be spamming him for 10 hours, and because of the recommendation. Thank you, Omen Karowi. This video will have 3 main segments compared to my previous videos. Fuck around and find out, experiment in practice tool, and do some research. All of the games will be played on ranked. The goal is to end in Diamond. Right now I am in Emerald 2 with 59 LP. Starting with a mini guide, you should play Graves in jungle. Some people might play him mid or top as well, but it's very unpopular and has a terrible win rate. For runes you can take Fleet Footwork or Dark Harvest, although Dark Harvest seems to outperform Fleet Footwork in the jungle. The core build consists of Yomu's Ghostblade, Collector and LDR. Then any of these items. Take Shield Bow for survivability and Infinity Air for a lot of damage. You can also swap LDR with Mortal Reminder against the healer team. I found Red Smite to be the best due to the extra damage plus slow to stick to your opponents, but UGG says the Blue Smite is the best. As a jungler, you have to walk around a lot, so the extra move speed is insanely broken. However, I did not like it as much. I will rate my skills based on 3 metrics: jungle control, team fights, and champion knowledge. I think they look like so before the challenge. My first game started kinda strong. She1 invaded me, but we killed her. Then I died pretty stupidly, then I got some more early game kills, then I stole a Drake, and I felt I was doing pretty good. Except within my ults left and right. A bit later I was ambushed and died in a pretty painful slow death. I also got a very satisfying kill with my W. And speaking of satisfaction, listen to this goated sound. Mwah! Chef's kiss. I will put a compilation at the end of the video. Pure eargasm. After that we lost some important fights here and there, but I was getting most of the objectives. I got another W kill and at this point it sounds like I enjoyed that a lot. Paint a picture of someone from Austria in it. I might have a mustache, but man, I swear that's just a coincidence. Yup, packed the game. I was not doing bad individually, but we were the ones defending the base. The fuck did Caitlyn do here? Still, we had a serious miscoordination. I called to fight front to back, but Wayne dove the enemy backline. We fell into chaos and barely held on to the game. Nonetheless, I was making some big plays, like this perfect engage right here, securing us Baron. I also never stopped farming, because Graves is pretty much a power farming jungler. I had 240 CS at 27 minutes on top of my 10 kills and 6 assists. I always failed to maintain a high CS in jungle before, so the numbers surprised me. I had a big lead, so I initiated a jungle fight. I also had a good flank, one-shot Kate, and got us Atakan this time. I had to give up a Drake though, delaying an Ocean Soul for us. I did some more work, like picking isolated targets, and we won the game shortly after. Lol, I wish. My Zed could not resist the temptation, initiated a random fight on mid without me. Then I absolutely giga-trolled the fight, missed everything, stepped on Kate's trap, ate Aatrox's Qs, and lost us the game. Emerald 2, 38 LP. What do I think of my skills after the first game? I think I did pretty well in terms of jungling. It was 3 Drakes to 1, 3 grubs to 0, 1 Baron, 1 Atakan, and I was up 50 CS. I had some good moments in teamfights too, like the engage on top and the flank on Kate, but the last teamfight was an absolute garbage. Because of these, I would rate my skills so. 10 hours is a lot, so I have to cut out plenty of great footage from the video to keep it around 15 minutes. If you would like to see longer formats, more detailed explanations, maybe even breakdown of my best games, let me know in the comments and I will work on that too. In the next game I tried Fleet Footwork, but I did not like it as much. Despite playing pretty well and winning the game, I was not exactly satisfied. It is situational, but I found Dark Harvest to be more enjoyable to play. That did not disrupt me from getting another gas chamber kill though. Then I died pretty stupidly. But Rajut wants to tell me this is a hit and this is not? Huh? Anyway. Most of my games were the same. Get some kills, die in the process. Find a pick or get picked. While I was performing well far more often than not, my LP was still stalling. I also did not like Hubris Rush. It did not give me enough damage to replace a crit item. At this point I realized I was clearing jungle insanely slowly. I had 350 jungle here in all 3 of my games, which is absurdly slow. Heck, I even have a pretty good pathing and I drag monsters decently well, but it's still very slow. I thought his early game clear was causing him to be in D tier, but later I found out I was wrong. There is actually a secret strategy to clear in 320 even without a leash. I will get back to this later on. For now, I am trying to find my way through the champion. I tried different runes and builds. I was testing my damage, how tanky I was, etc. And I also found a villain growing into myself. Just look at this. 1, 2. Who is the artist now? Ha ha ha. But holy fuck, the creep block is so annoying and troublesome. They are like emos running headfirst into a shotgun. They are not even that visible, but here, this little shit blocked 1k crit and almost killed me by that. I tried some fancy stuff here and there, but my skills were not catching up with my ideas. I was becoming fairly better at spacing though. I became fake confident as usual and jumped headfirst into a few enemies multiple times, completely forgetting I'm basically a glass cannon short range ADC, except I do insane damage. Seriously, what the fuck is this? Oh man, Graves is utterly satisfying, until a minion stands in your face. My games were just as roller coaster. I did not perform poorly, but I sucked in teamfights. That lost me 2 out of the first 5 games despite being pretty fat. But even then, I did not want to rush to a Graves guide. I was enjoying him and I wanted to explore more by myself, even though I was not moving towards Diamond very steadily. That's exactly when I had one of the worst starts I have ever had. Ran headfirst into a bush only to die. Then I got back, tried to help my team to fight, but I guess that was never their plan, and I died again. I needed a comeback strategy. Not only did I lose my both side camps, but I also was late to start. I killed my red and ran to Kindred's blue right away. I got all 3 camps there, topside Scuttler, and I saw her mark spawn on my gromp. This means she did not kill my whole jungle, only blue maybe. I ran there, asked my team to help, and scored the revenge takedown. This whole sequence put me really ahead. I kinda took over the map and got a few sneaky kills. I bet Kindred did not see that coming. And neither did Kennen. At this point I figured out how to balance everything when playing Graves. For example, at 19 minutes I have 170 CS, 9 kills, 6 drops, a Rift Herald and a Drake. 3 items and full mercs. I was insanely ahead and I was obliterating teamfights even before I knew it. I am sure this Jhin hates me. Quite a lot. This game still lasted a lengthy 35 minutes, but we won in the end. I had plenty of interesting moments, but I have to move on and leave them out. My skills? Great. Not only I dominated jungle, but my teamfighting became significantly better. Better? My ass. I guess I was absurdly fed in the last game and my teamfight performance did not matter as much. I was ragdolling them left and right. But now I was not as fed thanks to this Leona following me 24/7. I played poorly, took bad fights, and I was nowhere near as fed as in the last game. Our Renata ulting us multiple times did not help at all either. I was becoming better with my smoke screen though. I started to combine my skill shots with it a lot more often than before. My mental capacity was not overloaded with the champion mechanics, so trying to predict an movement became more frequent too. I never said I understood Graves' damage that well yet, just predictions. But the Katarina mind, man. She told me to unallow myself, in-game of course. They are some of the most toxic players in the game, thinking they are better than everyone else. So egoistic. Also, is the Graves model bugged? How is this a hit? That shit almost killed me, like super close. And me messing up my E contributed to it as well. But that dodge? In a bit, Katarina actually got a pentakill and we won the game right after. Then I played mid where I got a flashy kill early on, but I soon understood why Graves has 45% win rate here. First of all, your E stacks do not refresh your minions, so it's really hard to stack it. Then your mana. It runs out as fast as your bullets. Having 0 sustain does not help much either. And what the fuck is this? How is this a windwall hit? What's wrong with Graves' hitbox visuals? Like, it's not that I did not win that duel, but the fact that it took me 3 fights and it was still a razor thin is just... this drunk Mordekaiser too. I was ganked numerous times after that. Like this soulbender, then the metalbender, fell behind and now this airbender could run me down as he wished. Am I playing Avatar or what? I was still strong, but I needed to be a lot more careful to be functional. I started using E to dodge his EQ combo. It helped a lot and I won the duel again, finally. My teamfights sank a bit though. I could have played this fairly better, but ain't no double pistol ladies winning against this majestic double barrel shotgun, even if she got two big ass cannons herself. This triple kill just proves my point. Fast forwarding quite a bit, I found myself in this awkward situation. Did I just dodge everything from Viego? Except ult. And Gragas with his combo? Nah, the boomerang squad shows up. Haha, did you get the reference? Ho ho ho! Bomba! Boom! Never mind. Then another crazy fight in their base. I did not play well here, but holy fuck I was fed. Like, fed. We won the game, but I still believe Graves sucks on mid. Just play jungle like I did for the rest of the challenge. Right now I am in Emerald 1 with 28 LP, not too far from Diamond. I looked through Graves guides and I found cool tips about his jungler in this 2-minute video. Everyone knows jungle is not all about the first clear though, so I looked up for some more stuff. And I came across Coach Kirai's YouTube channel, a challenger jungle main with in-depth Graves jungle guide. Here are some of the most important notes from this hour-long video. Do not trade kills. Graves is a power farming jungler with great scaling. You want to have the most possible uptime to recycle your camps 24/7. Pair your skill shots with W. This one seems obvious, but I often use my abilities between autos for animation cancelling. No bullets, being smoother. If you EQ or E-ult while you have no bullets, your animations are a lot smoother. Dashing towards enemies with your E gives you 2 stacks of true grit, which has a huge armor value. After all the tips, I had some rise and shine moments in the next few games. While I could not apply every tip in such a short time, I still improved significantly. And shotgunning someone in point blank range is one of my new favorite experiences, especially if they are dashing towards me. And bro, I felt so piety for this Yasuo. Ew, very piety, just like this Tryndamere. I did not even notice how the time passed. I am in Emerald 1 with 62 LP, just a couple wins away from Diamond. I was much better at him now. The way I dived Ahri here is not fancy, but it is super clean. Then this bot lane fight. I hit a ward accidentally, but I did not panic. I could have played this quite a bit better, yes, but I got Vayne, almost killed Jarvan, and got his flash in a 1v3 situation. I would say worth. Then I got some more kills on bot lane, basically strong-sided them. Not only was I improving mechanically, but also limits-wise. Now I understand my damage well. Before I would try to sneak in an auto attack here, but now I know it's not necessary, and I effortlessly took down Soraka. I was reasonably confident too, chasing down enemies within a proper range, dodging spells, hitting good Qs, whiffing dumb Qs, but overall a really solid performance. Solid enough to make you think we are dominating the game, but it's actually 18-8. And I have 10 kills out of that 18, with another 4 assists on that. I was not doing bad in objectives either. I got only 1 grab, but I had 2 out of 2 Drakes and a Herald. We hard pushed bot with the Herald, and then I got Atakan. I killed many Atakans in this challenge, but I still absolutely despise collecting these roses with Graves. Reminds me of something dark from the history which AI advised me to not say out loud. All that lead resulted in me being almost full build at 25 minutes with my 13 kills and 250 CS. If I saw this on the enemy team, I would be scared, especially for Mafia Graves, known for smurfs playing him 24/7. I know this video is pretty lengthy by now, but I think it's justified. I really want to show you how I picked Vayne perfectly and positioned myself in a way to return back to safety. Then I re-engaged to take down their mid lane, and then Soraka, finishing off with Cho'Gath for quadra kill, and winning the game right after. With that, I'm in Emerald 1 83 LP. Timer 9 hours 59 minutes. Yet no diamond. However, I'm pretty sure having the perfect ending for this video is worth 1 extra game. As you can see, this game is not going badly. I'm doing decently, getting objectives, some kills, keeping up farm, consistently stealing Nafiri's jungle, and even getting Atakan here. Then taking down this super fat Samira too, getting some picks on the enemy team, like this Jax here, and stealing jungle again. Then this Malza decided to run it down top, staying on lane without ult versus a pretty strong Jax. I kept my cool and continued to get fed, using nearly all of my chances to kill off position enemies. Then another Drake, and the insane fight I fought so well. Until I did not. We were holding really strong, but Malzahar never intended to join us. He was splitting top against a super minion waves during a Drake fight. Not only that, but he decided to run it down mid too right after, turned back to super fat Jax while being absurdly away from the team. He died, and our team collapsed in that fight due to being split apart. Jax absolutely took over the game with all the support he got from Lulu. I could have played this better by avoiding Jax's E, but I don't think it would have saved the game anyway, and we lost shortly after. No perfect ending for the video. No diamond at the end. I was not raging, but I was not happy either. Looks like I was sad enough that I stopped recording before I left the honor screen, without even showing my LP at the end. Despite this heartbreaking loss, I think I performed pretty well overall. My jungling and team fighting needs some work, but I did great in general. 63% win rate is not bad. My thoughts on Graves? He is a great character, and Mafia Graves feels like playing ASMR. His power farming in the early game is maybe a little boring compared to the spam gankers, but even then, he's not weak in the early game. You can gank some if you want to. It's my preference to avoid extra fights, and not a necessity. Did I actually become great at Graves? I don't know, but I enjoyed him a lot. He will be another champion in my go-to junglers pool. What should I do next? Let me know below. Maybe you would like a bit more serious videos, like me actually trying to climb, or some kind of educational videos, although I am definitely not the greatest person for that. For now though, that's it. Here is the promised ASMR shotgun sound compilation. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.